Hello everybody and welcome to the 2014 Nancy Drew Games Mega Marathon. My name is Michael. This year, the 30th Nancy Drew game comes out, Nancy Drew The Shattered Medallion. So I thought I would celebrate by playing all of the Nancy Drew games in order. Today I am going to be playing Nancy Drew number 8, The Haunted Carousel. First released in August 22nd, 2003.
Welcome to my latest case, The Haunted Carousel. To start playing, choose either Junior or Senior Detective. If you're new to adventure games or need some help, choose Tutorial.
So, I am playing this game live on YouTube in front of a live studio audience, so hello to everybody in the studio audience! Hopefully you guys will have fun comments and things for me to talk about. Unlike my previous studio audiences where they mostly just talked about cats the entire time. I don't know, they talk about cats and weird stuff. So let's get started as a senior detective. Why not a junior detective? Because we're really smart.
Dear Ned, well, here I am at Captain's Cove Amusement Park, about to try to figure out what's behind all the weird things that have been happening here lately. First, a horse just disappeared off the carousel one night. Then, a little later, the carousel started spinning around all by itself in the dead of night, as if it was haunted or something. And then, last week, the roller coaster suddenly stopped in mid-ride for no apparent reason. Nobody was seriously hurt, but the park was shut down until the city knows for sure what caused the accident. I'm here because Paula Santos, the park's owner, is a friend of Dad's. She's putting me up at the Captain's Quarters Hotel, which is next to the park. I'm supposed to head over there right now and meet with a security guard named Harlan Bishop. I hope I don't let Paula down. Wish me luck. Ever yours, Nancy. P.S. There's a rumor going around that the park is cursed. Creepy, huh?
It's a haunted carousel! Woo! So, here we are. This is Nancy's hotel room. We'll come back to Nancy's hotel room later on. This is the Captain's Cove Amusement Park.
Will the young lady who just entered the park please turn immediately and enter the whale's mouth directly to her left? Thank you.
Ah, okay. Go right through the entrance, ignoring the whale's mouth. Okay.
Hello? Yoo-hoo! The whale is waiting. Still waiting. The whale is getting impatient. Still waiting.
Okay, fine. We'll go inside the whale's mouth. Ahoy, mateys! Employees only! Security strictly enforced. Violators walk the plank.
Well, from the way you just marched right on in here past all those sorry we're closed signs, you're either who I think you are or you're one determined gatecrasher.
If you think I'm Nancy Drew, you're right.
That's a relief. It's too early in the day to go sicking the cops on anybody. I'm Harlan Bishop.
Are you the only security guard on duty now?
I begged Miss Santos to keep me on while the park's closed. Even agreed to a pay cut.
So you're not intimidated by all this curse stuff?
Somebody swiped the horse off a carousel and now it's malfunctioning. The police don't think it's that big a deal, and frankly, neither do I.
So you think the carousel starts up by itself because some wires got damaged?
Makes sense to me. Of course, I'm no expert, and Ingrid swears she can't find anything wrong with the carousel's electrical system. But then, I kind of think she doesn't want to.
Okay, so, this is something I do. Instead of paying attention to the game, I just talk about random things. This was the first Nancy Drew game I ever played, actually. This game, Nancy Drew The Haunted Carousel. So it's one of my favorites. I'm glad that I started off with this one, and like I said earlier, the game was released on August 22nd of 2003, so that means I played it either junior or senior year of college. Probably the year when you switch from junior to senior, I think. Yeah, okay, yeah, it would have been junior year, late junior year. So that's the, not of college, junior year of high school. So I would have been like 17 when I first played the Nancy Drew series with this game, The Haunted Carousel. And this is, I don't know if I want to complain, but you'll notice Harlan Bishop has sort of the exact same body type as Alejandro Del Rio from Secret of the Scarlet Hand, or Ranger Akers from Ghost Dogs of Moon Lake, the two previous games in the series. They sort of reuse the body type. We've got the guy who's wearing this collared shirt, and he's got an undershirt that you can kind of see, and he's wearing, his official belt, and usually standing behind a desk. And, yeah, now that I've just gone completely off topic, let's talk about Ingrid.
Who's Ingrid?
Ingrid Corey. You'll probably meet her. She's working during the shutdown, too. She's the park's chief engineer. Believes in all this wacky, new age, psychobiogenic stuff. Like if you eat food served by a waiter who's in a bad mood, you'll get scurvy or something.
Is anyone else in the park now?
Elliot Chen, he's the art director. Hardly ever see him. Busy guy. And Joy Trent, park bookkeeper. In fact, she's your next stop.
She is?
Miss Santos's orders. Joy pays all the bills, so she knows pretty much everything that's going on. Plus, she'll give you an access card. Miss Santos wants you to have the run of the place.
And, I got a couple of comments from the live studio audience thinking that the game froze because I stopped and didn't talk to him for about a minute. Sorry, everybody.
That would certainly help.
Wait, hang on. I know Joy won't give you one of these, so I will. Here you go. It's a Captain's Cove fun card. Lets you ride the rides and play the games on the Midway.
Ooh, okay, that sounds like a good idea.
Come back to me if you burn through that one and need another.
Okay, so this guy, he has an accent, as you can tell. I'm not so good at doing his accent. I can't really do it.
Am I not supposed to have this?
Well, see, Joy's just kind of joyless. It had never occurred to her that you might want to have some fun while you're here. Of course, she's a newbie too, like me. Maybe she'll come around. Anyway, here's a map of the park. I put an X where Joy's office is.
What did you mean when you said you were a newbie?
I've only worked here for a couple of weeks. I figured staying on while the park was closed would help me get up to speed on all the equipment and such.
Where did you work before you came here?
Oh, I worked in a store, department store, you know, as a security guard. In Flemington, not around here.
Yeah, this is in Flemington. Okay, so, oh wait, this is not in Flemington. Right. Is that someplace in New York? Or is it in Jersey?
I see you have a security camera trained on the carousel. Does that mean you got the theft of that carousel horse on tape?
We didn't start monitoring the carousel until after the theft, but we do have one of those so-called hauntings on tape. Want to see it?
That'd be great!
I got the tape right here, all queued up. I played it for the police. Like I said before, they weren't real impressed.
Okay, we have some static, and then it's moving.
There's no sound, on the tape at least. The band organ started up when the carousel did. Stayed on for about 30 seconds, then stopped.
Do 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 do.
Have you tried to prove your screwed up wiring theory?
I ain't no cop, but now that you're here, maybe you can prove it for me.
Did you notice that burst of static just before the carousel started to turn?
Probably just a glitch in the tape. We use them over and over.
I'll see you around.
Sounds good.
Okay, that sounds good to me. Okay, so, you know, I've been working a little bit on the accent, but,
Phone number for the police. That might come in handy.
see, the problem is, Dad, you know, I watch General Hospital, the soap opera, which is produced in New York, and so the people in the New York soap opera, they have New York accents, and especially, like, this one guy who has the heaviest accent, he's the one that I like to imitate.
Please don't open that.
Sorry, bad habit.
But the problem is that he has such a heavy accent, you can't understand what the guy is saying, because he talks like this the entire time. It's like the world's heaviest accent. Oh, it's killer. And no smoking. No smoking. Okay, so, people have decided that the main suspect is the whale. Whale is definitely number one on my list of suspects. Let's talk to Joy. Oh, phone
Hello?
call.
Hi, Nancy. It's Paula Santos. I was wondering when I'd hear from you. Have you been out to the park?
Yes, I have.
I forgot to tell you. All the rides are shut down except for the carousel. I thought you might need to see it in action. But please, take a good look at the roller coaster, even if you can't ride it.
First chance I get.
First chance I get.
Great. Feel free to inspect the tracks all you want. I'm sure you'll do a better job than the police. They looked around for 5 minutes, then left. Said as long as the insurance company was going to investigate, why should they?
Lazy police officers. They was probably busy eating their donuts with Harlan.
Well, I'll see what I can do, Miss Santos.
I can't wait to hear what you turn up. Call me as often as you like. My phone's on and with me 24/7. Oh, and one more thing. Call me Paula.
All right. Goodbye, Paula.
Ho, ho, ho. I can call her by your first name? Awesome. Hi, Paula. So, this is...
This takes an employee access card. I wonder what the deal is with this red tag.
Yeah, this is going to be a puzzle. But we need to actually see that it's there before we can solve the puzzle. Obviously, you can't solve the puzzle without knowing what the puzzle is like. So it looks like here, I'm getting distracted again. Check out this amazing amusement park. We have a Ferris wheel, and we have a building, and another building, and buried treasure, awesome, and a haunted house, and hotel. The hotel isn't part of the theme park. But here, we also have a play pond. It looks like a ball pit for the little kids. Oh, that is amazing. And this right here, this is Joy.
Hello. Are you Nancy?
Yes, I am. You're Joy?
Joy Trent. Sorry about the mess. So, I'm supposed to give you an access card.
No hurry. If you're in the middle of something, please, go ahead and finish up.
That's okay. I'd just as soon get this little farce over.
Farce? What?
Excuse me?
You're only here because it makes it look like Paula Santos had nothing to do with any of this cursed garbage.
Excuse me? What? Nancy is amazing.
Are you saying she did have something to do with it?
I've seen how Paula runs the park. All she wants is to get more and more people through that gate. And what better way to do that than with a carousel that's allegedly haunted?
But why would she sabotage the roller coaster? She can't make any money with the park shut down.
She probably just didn't know the park would be shut down.
Is Miss Santos aware of the way you feel about her?
Of course not. I don't want to get fired. Besides, nobody's been hurt. Except that glorified con artist who claims his neck got injured, Lance Huffington. And the truth is, Paula offered me this job because she knew I needed the money. And I'm not entirely ungrateful. My father died recently. His estate is in bankruptcy. He used to be co-owner of the park. 2 years ago, he suffered a huge financial setback, and he had to sell his share to Paula. When he died 2 months ago, he was flat broke. Paula could have bailed him out, but she didn't. Frankly, I think the reason she hired me was guilt.
Right. Okay, did not ask for your life story here, Joy. Okay, but her life story is important, which is why she's telling it to us.
Right. I'm supposed to get an access card from you?
Here you go. That should get you into all the private areas of the park. But if you run into problems, don't come to me. Ask the chief engineer, Ingrid Corey. Her office is by the haunted house. The only other people in the park right now are Harlan Bishop and the art director, Elliot Chin. His studio is right by the treasure chest souvenir shop. But try not to bug him.
Why? Is he temperamental?
He's behind in his work and needs to catch up. Miss Santos has been getting on my case about it. Well, I think you have everything, so if you'll excuse me.
Oh, right. Thanks for all your help. Sorry if I disturbed you.
Okay, so, Joy, I think I always put Joy number 2 on my suspect list because she thinks this whole thing is a fake, and she's kind of being,
so, clutter. I'm still trying to get this place organized.
So she's number 2 on my suspect list. Number 1, of course, is the whale.
Looks like stenography. It's a memo about one of the carousel horses being sold. I wonder which horse. The name of the carousel horse is Glory.
Oh, hey, wow, I solved that puzzle very quickly. Wow, okay. I just thought I would try to see if it accepts the answer ahead of time, and it does. Nice. What? No, I didn't click on the help button. I clicked here.
The haunted house used to be a ballroom. How's that for irony?
And now it's the haunted house. Newspaper. Lance Huffington is suing the Captain's Cove Amusement Park for $1 million. As a result of neck injuries he allegedly suffered while riding the roller coaster at the park last week. Also, you're supposed to look at this to learn about the jewel heist, but I think Paula is going to call us about the jewel heist no matter what. Let's talk to Elliot.
Hang on, I'll be right with you.
Take your time. Uh-oh.
Out. And do not come back unless and until Joy Trent calls me. Okay?
Okay.
Okay.
Haven't heard from Joy yet. Out.
So, I'm not sure how to say this, but it sort of looks like Elliot is doing some sort of dance move.
Haven't heard from Joy yet. Out.
That is major disco moves. And let's go to the Demons of the Deep haunted house. So we can learn that our access card isn't working, which is what I was trying to learn here. And I think the other thing which isn't working is here.
Uh-oh. Looks like it's out of order.
So nothing's working at all. I just wanted to make sure nothing was working before seeing Ingrid Corey, the engineer. Ooh, a little dolphin. So Ingrid, everything in this place is broken. What's going on here, Ingrid?
Looking for someone?
If you're Ingrid Corey, not anymore.
That's me. Ordinarily, I don't do the hands-on work, and I'd be able to shake your hand, Ms.
I'm sorry, Drew. Nancy Drew. I'm helping Ms. Santos discover what's behind these carousel hauntings. Okay if I ask you some questions?
Sure. Oh my. You've got B3 issues.
B3? But I was playing bingo yesterday. I got B3, B4, and B6. So I don't understand where you're coming from here.
Okay.
Vitamin B3. Niacin. The vibe you're giving off tells me you're low. Nothing that some natural peanut butter on a slice of whole wheat bread once a day won't fix.
I prefer unnatural peanut butter. Peanut butter which is haunted at the haunted carousel.
Thanks for the advice. How long have you worked here?
A little less than 2 years. I started out in maintenance and worked my way up. I've held the supervisory position for the last 10 months.
The people in the studio audience believe that the paint can is suspicious. It did fall straight down, didn't it? Yes, it was obviously embarrassed to be noticed. Well, it was probably embarrassed by Elliot's disco moves, and so the paint can just decided to hide.
Do you have any idea what caused that roller coaster accident?
Someone stole a horse off the carousel, and now the park is cursed.
Why would someone steal a carousel horse?
Money. I hear they can be very valuable.
Well, let's see. We can talk to her about a bunch of things, I think. Or not. Only 2 things. Let's talk to her about Harlan.
How well do you know Harlan Bishop?
I know he's an ex-bouncer from Trenton. I also know it drives him nuts that this is one of the few places in the park he doesn't have a key for.
Could I see the blueprints of the roller coaster so you can show me exactly where on the track it stopped?
I've looked all over for those blueprints and can't find them anywhere. I'm sure one of the other engineers knows where they are, but I'm afraid I don't. Sorry.
So what exactly is Ingrid working on? I mean, she has like those wheel things, but I don't know what they go... I mean, what are they attached to? What do they go for? Also that tank of carbon. Huh. Right, okay, so we need to talk to her about everything which is broken. Those 3 things that are broken.
I'd like to take a closer look at the roller coaster, but the access card reader doesn't work. It's got this red tag on it.
Right. I was in the process of upgrading its main circuitry board. I'm afraid you're going to have to wait until I finish here. Unless you'd like to do it for me.
Do you really think I could handle it?
It's not exactly brain surgery. All you have to do is follow the schematic inside the reader. Here's the new macro resistor. When you see the board, you'll be able to see where it goes. You'll need to solder it in place.
Hey, I've got an idea. Why don't you do the job that you are actually paid for, and you let Nancy do her job, instead of, like, making Nancy do your work, huh? That's not gonna happen.
Which means you're going to have to get my soldering gun from Elliot Chen. Here's the engineering handbook I put together. If you have questions about park-related electronics, it'll answer them. Keep it as long as you like. When you're all done, remove the red tag and take it to Harlan. That way he'll know it's safe to turn the power back on to the reader.
That's not my cell phone. It must be yours. Are you gonna answer it?
No, that would be rude. I'll just call them back. So, once you get that tool from Elliot, you should be all set.
I don't seem to be having much luck using my access card. Am I doing something wrong?
I deactivated most of the readers because of the shutdown. As soon as I get done here, I'll get them online again. Sorry. Hey, if you come across a pair of pliers, hang on to them, okay? Mine are missing. Someone must have walked off with them.
Why would you deactivate the card readers? I mean, nobody can get into those areas anyway because they have card readers. Ingrid, I think that's it's just the game's way of making sure you don't do things early.
Any advice on how to go about fixing the Midway game that's broken?
It needs to be reprogrammed. Open up the back. Should be some instructions on the clipboard. Check that handbook I gave you if they're too cryptic for you. But you'll also need the plug-in keyboard. And unfortunately, I have no idea where it is. One of my guys probably left it in the park somewhere.
Do you mind having to work during the shutdown?
Not a bit. Keeping those card readers functioning is practically a full-time job all by itself. Plus, I happen to adore my job.
Yeah, you love your job so much that you foist all of your job things on Nancy.
Thanks for your help.
Remember, niacin.
Niacin. Okay, crazy woman. Okay, so, like this. Like, take a look at these things. What's this? And do they have a spinning teacups ride at the amusement park? And whatever that thing is? I don't know. It's not on the map. It's not on the map.
I believe that's mine.
Right, sorry.
Sorry. Ooh, fancy car. So we can't look at the blueprints or anything. Oh well. Okay, okay, what am I gonna do now? What do you guys want me to do? I'll let somebody in the studio audience decide where I go next. Oh no, the people in the studio audience are making chemistry jokes because I mentioned carbon. Oh no. Let's turn those chemistry jokes carb off, right? Yeah, not carb on, carb off, yes. While I'm waiting for those people to decide, why don't I make a phone call? Let us call the Hardy Boys.
Hello?
Hey, Frank, it's Nancy.
Hey, Joe, pick up. Actually, he may not want to talk to you
Why not?
because you get to solve a mystery at an amusement park. He's so jealous he could spit.
Hi, this is Joe.
Hey, Joe, it's Nancy.
I don't want to talk to you.
What did I tell you?
Oh, I'm just kidding. Pardon me for a second. I gotta go spit.
Quit fooling around, Joe. She's calling long distance, remember?
Sorry. So what's going on?
Do you guys know much about remote control devices?
I had a toy car that used one until Frank broke it.
Ancient history, Joe. Let it go. Why do you ask?
When I saw a tape of the carousel going around by itself, there was a very brief burst of static just before the carousel started up.
Electrical interference, consistent with someone using a remote control device.
If that's the case, there has to be some kind of electronic device that transmits as well as receives near or maybe even attached to the carousel.
I haven't checked out the carousel's machinery yet.
Make sure you look hard when you do, Nancy. The device is probably pretty small.
Actually,
Apparently, one of the people
I
who was
think
on
I
the
can
roller
solve that
coaster when
puzzle.
it suddenly stopped is claiming that his neck got injured and has filed a lawsuit.
Well, boys and girls, can you say insurance fraud?
What if someone is making up a false claim? What if that was his plan all along? And what if someone in the park is in on the scheme with him?
That person causes the accident, the guy sues, they split the settlement.
New word, boys and girls. Can you say motive?
Any suggestions as to my next move?
When it comes to clues, there are some real gems hanging around in Joy's office.
I better get going.
Let us know what happens.
Okay, so, trying to get things working here. Things are not working here. Sorry about this, everybody. Minor technical difficulties. I can't see the comments from the live studio audience anymore. So I was trying to get that done in the background while talking to the Hardy Boys, but it didn't work. So let's just talk to Joy. The Hardy Boy said to go see Joy. We need to see her anyway. We need to leave that message.
Who are you, and what are you doing?
Who said that?
I said that.
What?
Over here, on top of the cabinet.
What?
Keep going. Over here.
What on earth is this thing?
Please identify yourself.
Well, my name is Nancy Drew.
Digital representations of your voice and image have been entered into my memory circuits. Nancy Drew.
What is going on? It looks like we've got some sort of weird robot thingy here.
How come you didn't speak up before when I was in here talking to Joy?
I cannot interact with my environment when my visual and oral sensors are covered.
So, you're some kind of computer?
I am Miles, the magnificent memory machine. I receive and process video and audio input and make appropriate pre-programmed verbal responses.
Miles, the magnificent memory machine.
What's a magnificent memory machine?
It is my turn to ask a question. Nancy Drew, why are you here when Joy is not?
Elliot Chen is kind of upset with me. I need to write her a note to call him.
There is a pad for leaving messages on the desk.
Why did you call yourself a memory machine?
Responding to the non-Joy entity is an unnecessary drain on my power units and is heretofore disallowed.
What does that mean? Hello? Miles? I guess it means he's not going to talk to me anymore.
Oh, Miles.
Responding is an unnecessary drain on my power unit.
Doesn't want to talk, eh? You just got yourself added to the suspect list, buddy. You and your golf club feet. Yeah. Miles, the suspicious machine.
Call Elliot. Looks like Joy's a pencil chewer.
Yeah, she done be chewing on her pencils. Okay, so I's is gonna be heading out here. Now I'm gonna go to Elliot.
Hello?
And this should be the
Hi,
police.
Nancy. It's Paula Santos. You know, I just had a thought. There's a newspaper article and photo in Joy's office that I want you to be sure to take a look at. They're in a frame on the wall.
Oh, you do.
I may have seen them. What are they about?
They're a little piece of park history. The guy in the photo found a bunch of jewels that had been stolen in a heist years ago and stashed away on one of the rides at Captain's Cove. The police said there was a good chance more jewels would turn up.
Maybe that's why someone stole that carousel horse, because there were jewels hidden inside it.
My thoughts exactly. I called the detective that was in charge of the investigation back then. His name is KJ Paris. He's going to call you. Oops, I gotta run. I just wanted to give you a heads up.
All right. Goodbye, Paula.
Cool, so this subplot is basically going to work itself out. We don't have to do anything. It's going to automatically solve itself for us.
Sorry, can't talk. Busy, busy, busy.
Wait, you can't?
Sorry, can't talk. Busy, busy, busy.
But I needed to talk to you. Okay. Hold on a second. Oh.
Hello?
This is Detective KJ Paris, Captain's Cove Police Department. Paula Santos asked me to call you. Said it concerned that heist out at Captain's quarters 23 years ago.
Yeah.
Well, I was thinking maybe the reason that horse was stolen off the carousel at Captain's Cove 2 weeks ago was because somebody thought there were jewels from that heist inside it.
Never occurred to me, but it's possible, I suppose. The thief's name was Chaz Dunning. Died in prison about a year ago. I'll tell you what, I'll make some calls, try to see if there was somebody he confided in before he died. Somebody who was recently released.
Well, that would be fantastic.
That would be fantastic.
Well, as soon as I know something, you'll know something.
Thanks, Detective Paris. It was great talking to you.
Ditto.
We barely talked to him for like 5 seconds. Okay, so the subplot is basically going to resolve itself. Now let's see if Elliot can talk.
Sorry, can't talk. Busy, busy, busy.
Oh, but we need to get the thingy and the thingamabob and the whatchamacallit. Oh well. Hooray! We can go inside here. Do you hear that?
What is that noise?
Sounds like somebody's sawing something.
Sounds like it's coming from below.
There's the keyboard. And there's really nothing here besides
Just
do.
an old radiator.
An old radiator! Perfect for all your radiating means. Somebody suggested going back to Joy, so I'm going to do that. Hey, Joy.
I really do need to get this work done.
Oh, really?
Right. Sorry.
But, what am I doing wrong? Oh. People, I am failing at these puzzles. Let's just do all the midway puzzles. So this one is not too difficult. We have KM5200, that's the name of this machine. And according to those notes, Nicholas Falcone had to fight the power switch, the power relay switch. So we need to call it Super and then put in the serial number.
The keyboard is missing.
It's right here, Nancy. Okay, so this is going to be Super. Okay. Super. KM5200. Now it's working again. Now it's working again.
Time for a game of Barnacle Blast. You have 4 fun credits left on your card. Now blast all those nasty barnacles off the ship.
So you move this by going left and right on the space bar. It's not too difficult. Level 1 and level 2. Ooh, medium. Now see, if you're playing on Junior Detective mode, it's easy and medium. Here, it's medium and hard. Oh, uh-oh. More difficult. Can Michael solve the puzzle? So this is just like the What's-It game. That begins with the letter A, Arkanoid or something. Barnacle Blast. You'll have a blast while blasting the barnacles. Alright, so try to do your best. I think if you die... Come on, come on. If you die, all of the barnacles reappear, so it's really bad if you die towards the end. Hooray! I win! I beat the barnacles! Alright. And somebody's making jokes. Basically saying, hey, I heard you like games, so I put a game inside your game so you could play a game while you're playing a game. Well, I like it when it does that, just bounces all on the top so I don't have to do anything. I really like it when that happens, because I'm lazy. Alrighty. Ooh. Blast these barnacles. Blast them! Oh, no. Okay. And this is the part I never really like, because it's more like, oh, just wait for it to finish bouncing. And you'll notice, depending on what part of the paddle it bounces on, it may bounce at a different angle. Hooray! Hooray! Yay! Okay, so I've won the token. Ooh, awesome music. Squid Toss.
Lucky you! You're about to play Squid Toss. By the way, you have 3 fun credits left on your card. Catapult the squid through the hoop.
Okay. So, one left. Shrimp. This is basically the game in, Secret of the Scarlet Hand. With the, launching the Maya ball through the hoop. Except now it's launching the squid through the hoop. Lots of other games, but I can't really see them. Those games are Swimmer's Itch.
Let's play Swimmer's Itch. You have 2 fun credits left on your card. Your mission is to get the swimmer to the beach.
Yar. Okay, so Weeza's getting the swimmer to the beach. This is a moving tiles puzzle. We done seen one before, and Nancy drew the final scene. Looks like we need to beat 3 levels. Ooh, okay. What if I do that? Hooray! Hooray! Ooh, okay, let's just get everything out of the way. Some people apparently, some people in the studio audience are complaining about Barnacle Blast. But I had a blast while playing Barnacle Blast. Oh man, what do I do here, everybody? I got myself a little bit stuck. Okay. There we go. Okay. Yeah, that was pretty crazy. So, fun fact, the person who does the voice of the pirate also does the voice of the whale. Totally. And we are getting prizes. What? Oh. We're getting this prize. And we are also getting a harmonica. You need to say what you want first before getting it. I kind of want a rubber shark too. So, which prize gave me the rubber shark? Barnacle Blast? Barnacle Blast. We're blasting barnacles.
After this, you have just 1 fun credit left on your card. Now blast all those nasty barnacles off the ship.
Her. Yar. Okay, pirate might be the culprit. Although, who are our culprits? We have the whale, we have Miles and Joy. I think Miles and Joy were working together. After all, they work together. They both stay in the same area. Miles was busy remembering how to break all the machines, and Joy was busy saying Nancy is not a legitimate detective. So, I don't know, do they have motive? I don't think they have motive. That's her problem. They have the means and the opportunity. Hooray, I win. Okay. This is fun. I like Barnacle Blast. Not when it takes forever, but it's fun nonetheless. Yes! I got the shark. I'm keeping an eye on the shark, because I think the shark might be working with the whale. Ooh, hey! Let's finish our fun card.
Welcome to the Carousel. Uh-oh, you're using your last fun credit, so I'm keeping your card. But it's okay, just get a new one. Mount up, mateys.
Time to get another card from Harlan.
But don't cards usually cost like $50?
Carousel will be starting in 3 seconds, so hang on tight. And don't forget to try for the brass ring.
Yee-haw!
Okay, Nancy, it's not that exciting, but okay. Ooh, that looks cool. That's like a walkway and stuff.
Here comes the brass ring.
Oh, hey, and there's Dave Gregory.
Missed.
Oh, missed? Urgh.
Here it comes again.
What? What? How did I miss? I clicked! Nancy! 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 Oh, Nancy. Well, fortunately we don't have to get the brass ring until the very, very end, and I like how Nancy uses the carousel just for herself. I think both of these should be locked. Could be wrong. Hooray!
Guess I'm gonna have to call Tink, whoever he is. This looks a little like the inside of my aunt's player piano.
So we need to call Tink.
This is Tink. Sorry, I'm busy fishing, which means you're gonna have to call me back.
Hi, my name is Nancy Drew. My number is 523-555-4399. If you could call me back, I'd really appreciate it.
So I completely failed on the carousel. I apologize to everybody. I am just I'm sorry. I don't know how I can live with myself now. Okay, so over here we have this thing. Don't think we can solve it yet. Oh, hey. This is sort of like Nancy Drew, message in a haunted mansion. We can go down the
Time to
stairs.
start crawling.
And the dirt.
This goes to the space underneath the carousel.
Whoa, Nancy, I thought it went to the space above the carousel. You are such a smart detective. Sorry, I get grumpy when I can't solve puzzles.
Wonder what that is.
Okay, so this is a death sequence.
If I don't move, I'm gonna get skewered.
Oh! Carousel to the face. Carousel to the face.
Wonder what that is. If I don't move, I'm gonna get skewered.
So,
There's something up there. Looks like a letter.
so this is clearly the remote control device. The remote control device.
I can't reach it.
We have this, which set off the carousel.
The ballroom. That's what was converted into the haunted house.
So the guy who made the carousel horses, his his workshop was underneath the ballroom.
Kessler's workshop would have been under what's now the haunted house. I wonder if it's still there.
Oh. Well, I was trying to explain it and sound smart, Nancy, but then she explained it, and she sounded smarter than I do. Oh, maybe these are what those gears are for. The gears are for this carousel machine. Might want to remember that machine. I believe we're going to see it again in Nancy Drew, Danger on Deception Island. Ooh, Ferris wheel. Wait, one Ferris wheel? Two Ferris wheel? Two Ferris wheels? And what's this? Is this like a theater? Wow, why can we not go to either of the carousels or the theater?
Hello?
Hi, Nancy. KJ Paris. I got some preliminary info on that jewel thief. You know Chaz Dunning?
Great, let's hear it.
Okay. Before he died, he got to be real good buddies with his cellmate at New Jersey State Prison. And his cellmate was paroled less than 2 months ago.
Do you know the guy's name?
Well, apparently he's used a lot of aliases. The guy I talked to wasn't sure which name he was released under, but he did give me a description. Dark hair, medium build, clean-shaven, heavy Jersey accent. Like I said, I'm still in the process of making calls. I just thought I'd let you know what I had so far.
Thanks, Detective. You've been a big help.
Wait a minute. Heavy Jersey accent. That sounds like Colin Bishop, it does. That sounded exactly like Colin.
Wow, Miss Destructo returned.
And hey, now we can talk. Wheeze is able to talk to Elliot. Isn't that fantastic?
You talked to Joy?
Imagine my surprise when she told me you're a detective.
And somebody in the studio audience, Autumn Heart Sky, is saying that it was not a theater, it was actually a food court. I am still going to complain. Why can I not go to the food court? I am hungry. Thank you. I would like some food. I would like free hot dogs.
I hope she also told you that I spent a full 10 minutes in her office without spilling a thing.
These things happen. So, I hear you're out to solve the curse of Captain's Cove.
How do you explain what's been going on around here?
What do I know? I'm just an artist. Go ask our naturopathic engineer person.
Do you have any idea who stole that horse off the carousel?
Somebody who's into junk.
That's odd. Ingrid said carousel horses can be very valuable.
Well, when they're the original horses, they can be valuable, yes, but I was talking about the one that was stolen. It was not an original. Around 20 years ago, somebody bought one of the horses off the carousel. The guy who owned the park back then commissioned some hack to replace it.
A hack? Oh, that's not good.
So the horse the hack carved was worthless?
Right.
Aww.
Ingrid said you have her soldering gun. I need to get it from you, if that's okay.
You bet. Here you go. Been meaning to return it to her, but I've been a little busy.
Why does he have a soldering gun?
Great, thanks.
You're like the artist dude, and what are you drawing anyway, Mr. Artist Dude? Isn't the park already built? Why do you need to, draw sketches for things which are already done?
The fact that the park is shut down must be kind of a relief for you.
You mean because I'm behind in my work? I'd be lying if I said the shutdown wasn't helping me get caught up. Meeting deadlines has never been my forte. But I certainly hope you're not suggesting that I arranged for the park to be shut down by somehow manufacturing this curse thing, because that would be ridiculous.
Do you see much of the other people who are working during the shutdown? Like Joy Trent or that security guard, Harlan Bishop?
Nah. Joy Trent, she's invisible even when she's visible, if you get my drift. And that rent-a-cop, I've got no desire to see anything of him.
Why do you say that?
Dude is way too eager to make my business his business, that's all.
Elliot, you need a haircut.
I'll let you get back to work.
Keep it real.
And a clean shirt. Now we are going to take things from him.
Could I have some of these tissue strips?
Be my guest.
So somebody has suggested that he is using the soldering gun for
Would it be okay if I
sculpting.
took some tape? It might come in handy.
Help yourself.
What is he sculpting? I mean, we know he's an artist, but we don't really know what he's doing. Let's see if we can figure it out. No, I can't figure it out. Not based on the stuff he has here. He's into oxygen canisters and, magazines and using a lathe? What on earth is this dude doing? Oh well. Maybe we'll figure it out later. Maybe somebody in the studio audience will have a good comment, good ideas. He is secretly drawing his own fan art for the Nancy Drew series. Yes. Yes. What am I doing? Let's go to Joy.
I really do need to get this work done.
No, you don't.
Right. Sorry.
Miles? Well, at some point, we are going to, have a conversation with her.
I really do need to get this work done.
Right. Sorry.
People are suggesting he's just making models. Maybe he is repairing things which are broken. He's working here, maybe? Maybe he has the key to the food court, because I'm
Better not
hungry.
take the tag until I fix this.
Okay, with this puzzle, you want to solder things correctly. Where's that thing? Here it is. So you don't want to solder the bottom one. The bottom one is way too powerful. It will overload the circuit board, and you'll get a death sequence. A death sequence which looks like this.
Uh-oh.
According to Ingrid, you not only fried that particular card reader, but you short-circuited the entire system. She says it'll take days to repair the damage, maybe even weeks.
Oops. Guess I really blew it. As it were.
I'm not in the mood for lame jokes, Nancy, nor am I in the mood for paying for any more of your mistakes. So guess what? You're off the case.
Oh, Nancy got fired? How shocking! And let's unsolder that bottom one. There we go.
That looks right.
Aha! Here we go. Christina is saying that Elliot clearly is building a girlfriend for Miles. Obviously, that is what Elliot is doing. It all makes sense now. And now that I have the red tag, I can go to Harlan. Hey, Harlan.
Hey, Nancy, what's up?
I'm afraid I got off on the wrong foot with Elliot. I spilled paint all over something he'd been working on.
Ooh, not good. The guy's already about a month behind in his work.
Any idea why he's so far behind?
He's a procrastinator. Doesn't really like to work, so he does whatever he can to avoid it. Puts things off to the last minute. Me, I get stuff done right away. You do too, I'll bet.
Is he in danger of losing his job?
Way I hear it, if he doesn't get caught up like fast, he's gonna be waving bye-bye like soon.
Yeah, you know, somebody in the studio audience is talking about Paula being mean when she fires us. Paula is kind of mean. In case you couldn't tell from that death sequence, Paula has a short fuse. Yeah.
Could you turn the power back on to the card reader outside the roller coaster? It's all fixed. Here's the tag.
You bet. I'll just switch the circuit back on and you'll be all set.
Ingrid said you told her that you were a bouncer before you came to work here. In Trenton, not Flemington.
Right. I was. For a while. I've held almost every guard-type job there is. Lived in a lot of different places, too. Trenton, Jersey City, Flemington, Cape May.
And Abigail in the studio audience is suggesting that maybe Elliot is not building a girlfriend for Miles the Magnificent Memory Machine. Elliot is building a girlfriend for himself, and that's why he is so behind in his work.
I found some kind of electronic device under the carousel. I'm pretty sure someone has been turning the carousel on and off at night by remote control.
Why would somebody want to do that? Whatever you found was probably just some kind of toy that fell out of some kid's pocket.
I seem to have used up all the fun on my fun pass. Did you say I could get another one?
I certainly did. Here you go. Enjoy.
And Spencer in the studio audience points out that Nancy is very much a gossiper. Nothing but gossip here in this game.
I found an old letter in the gear room of the carousel. It was written by the guy who carved all the horses, Rolf Kessler. Is it okay if I keep it?
As far as I'm concerned, I'll mention it to Miss Santos, see what she says.
I'll see you around.
Sounds good.
Not sure what I'm trying to do here. No idea. No idea. Let's call Bess and George.
Hello?
Hey, Bess, it's Nancy.
Oh, hey, Nancy.
Whoa, you were obviously hoping I was someone else.
Well, kinda.
Okay, so who is he and where'd you meet him?
Oh, Nancy, his name's Matt, and he is so cute. He works the concession stand at the movie theater in the mall. A cute guy with an endless supply of gummy bears and butter flavoring. Right at his fingertips. We're talking major crush.
Hey, George, good, you're there too.
Barely. I almost got caught standing between Bess and the phone just now. When it rings, she's like a one-woman cattle stampede.
Yay. I mean, no, I don't want to be stampeded by, Bess.
What happened to caller ID, Bess?
Yeah.
Parents yanked it. She wouldn't pick up when it was some loser she didn't want to talk to. Her mother got tired of hearing the phone ring all the time. Not all those calls were from losers. Sometimes I was playing hard to get. Anyway, how are things at the amusement park?
In the previous game, Bess got caller ID. It was basically fantastic.
I need you guys to do something for me. I found some stenography notes that I'd really like to translate, only I don't know shorthand.
Yeah, I
Say no
don't.
more. We'll do some research and get right back to you. We will? I barely know how to spell stenography, let alone research it. We'll call you when we're through. do this, Bess? What is with all this we stuff?
Did I tell you that I met the park's chief engineer?
No? Is he cute?
Well, for starters, Bess, Ingrid Corey is a she.
That's cool. Does she know her stuff?
Seems to, although she doesn't seem to know where the blueprints for the roller coaster are.
Uh-oh. Hiding something, perhaps? Looks like your list of suspects just got longer.
I met the security guard, Harlan Bishop. Nice guy, except when I asked him where he worked before. He seemed kind of evasive.
Is he cute? Bess, what difference does that make? Ugly people have chips on their shoulders and are more likely to commit crimes, George. I read that somewhere. Either read it or saw it on Oprah.
He's from New Jersey. I'm pretty sure about that.
Well, I guess that's not surprising. But if he was evasive, we know what that means, don't we, Beth? Suspect list.
Ha ha!
I think I might know why somebody stole that horse off the carousel. They were looking for jewels that had been hidden inside it after a hotel robbery.
Hidden jewels? I love it. That's almost as good as buried treasure. But if they recovered the jewels, why is the carousel still going around by itself?
I'm not sure yet, but the detective who is in charge of investigating the robbery is helping me look into it.
Don't let George discourage you, Nancy. I, for one, think you're on the right track. You can never go wrong when jewelry is involved.
Joy Trent has a computer in her office that sees, hears, talks, and interrupts people when they're snooping.
And you, of course, for snooping.
Well,
That's our girl. Why does she have such a sophisticated computer?
this thing is not that sophisticated. In fact, it looks like it was made out of spare parts.
Do you think Joy made it?
I doubt it.
Well, the next time it catches you snooping, just smile sweetly, then rip its little plug right out of the wall.
Okay, so this is Bess and George. I actually did a little research prior to this. This is a Bess and George team. This is Lisa Murray and Maureen Nelson playing Bess and George. They played Bess and George in 3 games. It's strange because there's another group of Bess and George that does Bess and George in 3 games. Jennifer Pratt and Chiara Motley, they're the current Bess and George. They've been together in 3 Nancy Drew games. And then there's another group of Bess and George which have been together in 3 games. Patty Pomplin and Alyssa Murray. So it's strange that we have three different groups of 3 Bess and Georges in the 3 games. Am I making sense? I'm just saying there are 3 cases where we have 2 people doing Bess and George for 3 games.
I translated that stenography note thanks to you guys.
So what did it say?
Well, it wasn't really all that exciting. It was a memo about how somebody bought the horse that was called Glory off the carousel, and how it would have to be replaced.
All that research for that? Bummer.
Why would someone buy a carousel horse?
Because they knew there were jewels hidden inside?
Ooh!
Looks like we'll never know. Darn it.
Darn it.
I finally met the park's art director, Elliot Chen. We kind of got off on the wrong foot, but he's real friendly to me now.
But is he too friendly? That's the question. Yeah. Maybe he's trying to deflect suspicion by making nice.
I suppose.
That could be. I do get the feeling he knows more about the carousel than he lets on.
Uh-oh. Sounds like another candidate for the suspect list.
Oh, Bess and George.
Got anything for me in the way of hints?
Yeah, call the Hardy Boys. They'd never admit it, but I don't think they're doing much these days.
Yeah, they're kind of bored.
I found out that the man who may have hidden jewels in that stolen carousel horse died in prison, but his cellmate, who apparently looks a lot like Harlan Bishop, was recently released.
Harlan just started working there, right? And he doesn't like to talk about where he worked before, right? I think you're onto something, Detective Drew.
Catch you guys later.
Hasta la vista. You're doing great.
So speaking of Bess and George, this is going to be the last time we have Maureen Nelson doing the voice of George. She did George's voice for 5 games. That's 5 games in a row. She is tied for the all-time record of most times playing as George in Nancy Drew games. She's tied with Patty Pomplin, who takes over for her after this. And Patty Pomplin does 5 games from game 10 to 19.
I really do need to get this work done.
Joy, you need to talk to me! Joy, you need to talk to me!
Right. Sorry.
What am I missing out on? Okay, back to the carousel. Back to the carousel. I mean, the roller coaster. I kind of like this roller coaster. No lines or anything. Beautiful.
This looks like one of Joy's.
Oh, this is why Joy isn't talking to me. I need to find this top secret pencil clue, which makes it look like Joy is guilty. Well, oh, okay. Well, now we can confront her about that, and we can talk to her. Great.
Ow! I'm trapped.
Nancy's shoe.
Uh-oh. To get my foot loose, I need to switch the track somehow.
Okay, so we need to switch the track somehow. Otherwise, Nancy's shoe is going to get run over.
Looks like I have to reconnect these wires.
I think this is a random puzzle.
Now I can turn the power on and see if these are properly connected. Try again.
Oh, also, game over if you do this.
You were electrocuted?
That's what Harlan said must have happened. I was out cold when he found me.
I can't afford to have you blundering around the park getting into accidents, Nancy. My insurance rates are high enough. In other words, you're off the case.
Poor Nancy.
Ow!
So,
I'm trapped.
so how did Nancy escape from this puzzle?
Uh-oh. To get my foot loose, I need to switch the track. Looks like I have to reconnect these wires.
So I'm going to let the studio audience
can turn the
decide.
power on and see if
Studio
these are properly
audience, do you want to see this death sequence of Nancy getting run over?
Try again.
You know, I will solve the puzzle if you want me to solve the puzzle, or I will let Nancy die if you want me to let Nancy die. So yes, Nancy is wearing mom jeans, as usual. And she's also wearing her fancy shoes. Yeah, why can't Nancy just remove her shoe? That would be a good idea. Well, maybe it's because the shoe was the most likely culprit in Nancy Drew's Secret of the not Secret of the Scarlet Hand, Ghost Dogs of Moon Lake. Yeah, you should hurry, Nancy. Otherwise you could get run over. Yeah, she's wearing those mom jeans. It looks like those are loafers. Why is Nancy unable to slip out? I guess her toe is trapped underneath the line. Okay, everybody wants to see this. Oh!
You got hit by a moving roller coaster?
My foot was stuck and I couldn't get out of the way.
How could your foot get stuck? Are your feet that bad?
No, someone trapped my foot and started the coaster up deliberately.
And you've broken how many bones?
Let's just say it's going to be a while before I can resume my investigation.
You were supposed to put an end to these accidents, not cause more of them. In case you hadn't guessed, you're off the case.
Oh, poor Nancy.
Ow! I'm trapped!
Oh well, her foot. Her foot. The roller coaster does not like mom jeans.
Looks like I have to reconnect these wires.
Alright, let's try
Now
this
I can turn
solution.
the power on and try again.
Blue on top, green on bottom. Yay! Oh. Oh. Yay. So, who set that thing to kill Nancy? The game never explains. Apparently it was just an unlucky accident. The culprit doesn't take credit for trying to kill Nancy, which makes sense. Why would the culprit want to kill Nancy at this point in the game? That's kind of weird. So, if you people in the studio audience have any theories as to what's going on with Nancy, being killed, it's like, oh. And yes, Paula is definitely a mean person. Like, Paula's like, oh, you inconvenienced me a little bit by almost dying. Ugh. So seriously, why did Nancy almost get run over by the roller coaster? Is that the scarlet hand on the emergency exit? I think it is. Roller coasters don't like mom jeans. That's it? That's what people are saying.
Hi, Nance. We found some stuff on stenography. Oh, so now it's we, huh? Okay, George found most of it. Surprise, surprise. But I helped.
Thank you so much. You guys are the best.
So go back to the hotel and check your laptop. We emailed a little tutorial to you. But you gotta promise to let us know what the note you translate says.
I promise. Thanks again, you guys.
Everybody is agreeing that the mom jeans are why the roller coasters just don't like mom jeans, and so the roller coaster decided to go after Nancy. And now we can finally talk to Joy.
Need something?
Someone activated the roller coaster while I was standing on the tracks just now. I barely managed to escape.
Really? Are you sure it was on purpose? Maybe you accidentally tripped a switch or something.
No.
I don't think so. It happened right after I picked up this pencil.
That looks like one of mine. But I didn't leave it there. I mean, just because you found one of my pencils, that hardly proves I'm guilty of something.
Joy, while you were gone, the Nancy Drew entity came in here and snooped.
You were snooping around in here?
Well, I was leaving you a note, you know, to call Elliot.
An analysis of sensory input shows that the Nancy Drew entity entered the immediate area during your absence and exhibited non-random seeking behavior.
What what do you consider random seeking behavior, Miles? Quit tattletaling on me, you little robot thing.
All right, I was snooping. And now if you don't mind answering a question from me, what is that?
My father was a frustrated inventor. After he died, I discovered that in his study. In his will, he said he made it just for me. I don't have room in my apartment, so I brought him here. I keep him covered when I know I'm going to have company. As you noticed, he can be kind of a blabbermouth.
The word blabbermouth is without meaning to Miles, the magnificent memory machine.
Yep. Miles is definitely a little snitch. He is totally throwing Nancy under the bus. Nancy wasn't even snooping around. Did you see? I just walked in and wrote down the note and then left. I wasn't snooping around. Okay, maybe I did look at the piece of, the newspaper thing on the wall. But I was not snooping. Miles, I'll take your handlebars with your little pom-pom things at the end. And I'll take you on a ride for the roller coaster, which apparently just works by itself now. The roller coaster has gotten a brain and can decide when it wants to go on and off. Maybe that's the reason why it failed. Whatever.
Why does he call himself the magnificent memory machine?
My father said he invented Miles in order to reacquaint me with my childhood. It always bothered him that I was never as happy-go-lucky as he was. What am I, Miles?
Joy Trank is a party-pooping stick in the mud.
So my father programmed him with a bunch of riddles designed to reconnect me with long-lost memories from my childhood.
Yeah, and he apparently programmed his robot to tattletale on Teen Detectives.
That sounds fascinating.
I don't see it that way at all. I don't want to relive my childhood. My mother died when I was 4.
My mother died when I was really young, too. Maybe I could help you.
I should be mad that you were snooping around in here. But the truth is, I think it's neat that you're so gutsy. Especially since I'm so not gutsy. Oh, what the heck. Okay, Miles, let's hear the first riddle.
Here is the first riddle. Listen carefully. To be told a truth long since put away, bring me the silvery remains of a 4-bit day.
I have no idea what he's talking about. I knew it would be a waste of time.
Don't give up yet. Maybe I'll turn up something in the course of my investigation.
Do what you want, but I'm not gonna hold my breath.
Every party needs a pooper, and that pooper is you, Joy Trent. So, you know what? Let's go to Elliot. Elliot, how are you doing? How is your work with the construction of Miles's girlfriend? Because Miles definitely needs a girlfriend. He has way too much free time right now.
Nancy, you're a procrastinator's dream. Know that? Come in. Ask me questions. Ask me lots of questions.
I know you're busy, but I was hoping you could maybe help me solve a riddle. If I asked you for the silvery remains of a 4-bit day, what would you give me?
A riddle? I love riddles. Okay, let's see. Silvery remains has to be something silver that's left over, right? Okay, now, if 2-bit means worth a quarter, 4-bit would mean worth 2 quarters. Quarters. Captain's quarters, maybe?
The hotel adjacent to the park?
Captain's quarters day. Day, spelled D-A-E, as in Sunday. That's it. There's this fantastic sundae you can get only at the hotel. They call it a fun day. It's been their specialty for like centuries. Comes with a souvenir spoon. Silvery, as in spoon, get it?
Elliot, you're a genius.
Next riddle, come on. I'm on a roll, baby. I'm in a groove. Bring it on.
I'll let you get back to work.
Keep it real.
Yeah, okay, so it looks like he's doing some sort of a seahorse design. You can see he's got it colored here. Apparently he's working on some sort of seahorse thing. What am I doing here? I am calling for a fun day. Oh, do I need to look at this first?
A room service menu. All right.
Probably do. Pasta and veggie platter. Soft drink. Pasta with mushrooms, artichoke hearts, tomatoes. Sounds good. Hamburger. Ooh, yes. A bun with the works double thick cheese. Oh man. Hi, could I have the hamburger platter? Thank you.
Hotel operator, what do you want?
Are you the regular operator?
I'm filling in for my cousin Amber. She took the week off on account of the amusement park being shut down. You don't want an outside line, do you?
Actually, I have a cell phone.
Good. Use it. An outside line will cost you an arm and a leg. Besides, I'm not sure how to get you one. So, Miss Oren, what do you want?
That's Drew. Nancy Drew?
Sorry, my cousin's handwriting reeks. So, what do you want, Miss Drew?
I'd like to order the hamburger platter with milk instead of a soft drink.
One hamburger platter with moo juice. It'll be there in a few. Anything else?
That's it. Thanks a lot.
Don't mention it.
So some people are mentioning that, you know, this game might be called the Haunted Roller Coaster. It might be. I like the Haunted Carousel. It works. We learn about the carousel much earlier than the Haunted Roller Coaster, which turns on and off by itself. Ooh, that's not a very good look. I mean, that bun is all wrinkly and those fries look stale. They look undercolored and everything. Yeah, this just looks like an undercooked hamburger. Okay, well, I'm sure it was delicious, though. I'm sure it was delicious. And this is Nancy's thing. We have a journal. And we also have her email. Sassy Detective is sending them things. So this is information about invisible ink. News from home. Dear Nancy, yesterday after you left, Togo was playing with his yellow squeaky toy in the family room, and it rolled underneath the TV cabinet. I tried to get it out with the yardstick, but I couldn't reach it. Now all Togo does is lie there in the family room and whimper. He won't even eat. As you know, that toy was his favorite, but don't worry, I'm gonna go to the pet store as soon as it opens and get him a new one. Every single pet store does not carry yellow squeaky toys. Togo has not budged. Oh, I'm getting sort of worried. So I called my father and he arranged for 2 men to come over, unplug the cables and wires, and move the cabinet just so they could get the thing for the dog. And these are awards. You can get awards at the end of the game, depending on how you solve puzzles. Oh, right. And I need to get the Fun Day Sunday.
Hotel operator, what do you want?
I'd like to order a fun day, please.
2,480 calories worth of sheer heaven plus one official Fun Day souvenir spoon coming right up. Anything else?
That was so good.
Well, the cheeseburger was only $7, so that's not bad. I'm not gonna complain. I mean, a cheeseburger with fries and a drink for $7. Well, $8 really. Still, not bad. I've been to overpriced places which charge way more. And give me a second here. Nancy's mom jeans. She has a large supply of mom jeans.
Rolf Kessler.
So wait, what were we doing? Right, Joy. Here, Miles, I've got your spoon. Miles? I guess I talked to Joy.
Any luck?
I'm pretty sure Miles wants us to bring him the souvenir spoon you get when you order a Fun Day Sunday at the captain's quarters. I have one right here.
Give it to Miles and see what happens.
Lay it on me.
Man, that's a lot of calories, though. Yeah, 2,400 calories for that small, tiny sundae. It wasn't that large. You Can Bake. He's based off a You Can Bake oven.
The scan is complete. The object is correct. Your mother used to take you for a Sunday at the captain's quarters almost every week. Do you remember, Joy?
The captain's quarters fun day. I do remember that. I was so small, I always had to sit on my mother's lap to eat it. I wish I could remember what she looked like.
Miles, in the riddle, you said something about telling a truth long since put away.
You were very little when your mother died, Joy. Your grief came out as anger. Before your father could stop you, you destroyed every picture of your mother that he had.
I did that? No, my father told me he had gotten rid of them. He always said some things are better left forgotten. Oh my gosh. I'm the reason I have nothing to remember her by.
You've probably forgotten everything about that time in your life because it was just too painful to remember.
The older your father got, Joy, the more he realized that life is nothing but memories. He realized that even bad memories have a place in a good life. That is why he invented Miles the Magnificent Memory Machine. Here is the second riddle. This one is written down. Please remove it.
Why is... Okay, where did that piece of paper come from?
It's just a blank piece of paper.
You and your mother used to love to play this game, Joy.
Once again, I have no idea what he's talking about.
Don't give up yet.
If you still want to help me, please, Nancy, keep going. I feel like a door somewhere is starting to creak open. I'm kind of scared to open it, but I also kind of know I have to.
Do you ever talk to the other people who are working during the shutdown?
I'm not very good at socializing. I couldn't even tell you what any of them look like, quite frankly. I go to work, I go home. That's pretty much my life.
Oh hey, so somebody in the comments, Samantha Bartley, I know her, she's friends with me on Facebook, she says that there is a cookbook, Nancy Drew cookbook.
I'll get back to you as soon as I can.
I really appreciate your help.
That looks and sounds delicious. I don't see any printer on Miles, though. I'm seriously wondering where that piece of paper came from. Back to the hotel. Back to the hotel. I want to take another look. How much did the sundae cost? $7. Okay, 6 layers. The 6-layer sundae. Okay, maybe that's why it has so many calories. So it's a brownie with an ice cream layer, and then a banana layer, and then a nuts layer, then whipped cream layer, and then triple thick hot fudge. $7.39, not bad, considering that, you know, you get a free spoon. Pasta, let's see what the pasta tastes like. Somebody wanted me to order pasta.
Hotel operator, what do you want?
I'd like to order the pasta and veggie platter with orange juice instead of a soft drink, please.
Health nut, huh? Well, whatever. Anything else?
That's it. Thanks a lot.
Yeah, sure, whatever.
Nancy is now conscious about how much food she eats, considering that she's had like a gajillion calories so far. Now see, look, this roll here looks like the top of the hamburger. I imagine they just took the top of the hamburger and said, "Oh, that's a roll." These lazy, lazy chefs. Okay, so Nancy Drew and Joy Trent's Painful Memories. The game.
The first 8 notes of your favorite band organ tune, plus 1 mouth organ, plus 1 smidgen of talent, equals 1 happy Miles.
And now we have to go back to Joy. This is the part of the game where we basically pay attention to Joy.
There was a message written in lemon juice on that piece of paper Miles gave us. We're to play the first 8 notes of your favorite band organ tune on a mouth organ for Miles.
My favorite band organ tune? I don't even know what a band organ is. Or a mouth organ either, for that matter.
I hope that Sunday is on that Nancy Drew cookbook. That'll be good. Yeah, I wouldn't mind one of those.
I think a mouth organ is a harmonica.
Correct. The music you hear when you ride the Captain's Cove Carousel comes from the band organ that sits inside the rider platform. You used to play the harmonica for your mother all the time, Joy. Your favorite tune was the one you heard on the carousel?
It couldn't have been. I never rode the carousel. I always thought it was stupid. I thought all the rides in the park were stupid.
If you can't remember anything, this is going to be impossible.
I have been programmed to give you one hint. The tune is on the 3rd roll. You will have to think about this one. End of hint.
It's all yours, Detective. As usual, I'm stumped.
I'll get back to you as soon as I can.
I really appreciate your help.
Okay, so I think Tink is finally going to call us back. I think we'll finally be able to talk to him and solve the puzzle. If not, we can do something else, like go to Harlan and notice that he's not here. Whoa, Harlan isn't here. Okay, so Harlan 101190 is his special number, 109910. 109910. Yeah? Did I do it wrong? I think I did it wrong. Okay. 101190. Okay, I did it wrong. 101190.
Louis G. Wonder who that is. Best way to find out is to call him.
2 for 1 at Bonanza Burger. Yes, I want to go to Bonanza Burger. Yes. It's almost as good as Bonanza Burger, but not quite. And really, why do we have VHS tapes? This is 2003 when this game came out. Why does he not have a DVD? So he has a videotape of Ingrid's area.
It looks like Harlan's been spying on Ingrid.
0726.
I better put this back where I found it.
So it was here. Apparently he keeps videotapes in his shoes. And what was Ingrid's number? Wow. Yay, okay, I got it right. Okay, so she's not here, so we can see.
Call LH about results. LH. Lance Huffington, maybe?
Lance Huffington, definitely. We're gonna have to make a couple of phone calls here. That is one expensive-looking watch.
Wow, that's one expensive watch.
Hey, $20,000. Jeez. Well, 20,200 including sales tax, which is craziness. Craziness, I should say. So phone calls. We want to call Luis Guerra and Lance Huffington.
Talk to me.
Yes, hi. Is this Lance Huffington?
You betcha. Who's this?
Well, I'm Nancy Drew. I work with Ingrid Corey. I'm kind of her unofficial assistant here at the park. She tells me everything.
Oh, yeah?
She asked me to call you for a status report.
Everything's great. Her plan worked. I'm glad she shared it with me. Life's good. At least it will be when the trial's over and the settlement's in the bank. Whoa, speaking of which, I gotta go. I'm due in court. What'd you say your name was?
Nancy.
Well, Nancy, next time you call me, you could very well be talking to a multi-millionaire. Ta-ta.
Bye.
So, Lance is voiced by one of the people who worked on the game, which is funny. You know, they give him the role of the sleazy guy. I don't know why.
State Board of Parole, Louis Guerra's office.
I'm sorry, what did you say?
I said, State Board of Parole, Louis Guerra's office.
Oh boy, falsetto voice.
You mean Mr. Guerra works with people who've just been released from prison?
That's correct. But he's out of the office right now. Would you like to leave a message?
Maybe you can help me. Do you know if he has a client named Harlan Bishop?
Yes, he does. Is Harlan up to something he shouldn't be?
I'm not sure yet. Would you happen to know what prison he was in?
You're going to have to wait and ask Mr. Guerra that question. What was the name?
Nancy Drew. My number is 523-555-4399. That's my cell phone. He can call me anytime.
I'll let him know.
Thank you.
And I think we might need to call Paula.
Paula Santos.
Hi, Paula.
Nancy, what's going on?
I'm afraid I've discovered something kind of disturbing about Harlan.
What, that he's an ex-con? I know.
You do?
It was the first thing out of his mouth when he applied for the job. He said being an outstanding security guard would prove to everyone once and for all that he's gone straight.
I also found out that he used a security camera to get the code to Ingrid's work area. And he fits the description of the jewel thief's cellmate that Detective Paris gave me.
Oh, now that's disturbing. But I'm still going to give Harlan the benefit of the doubt until I have good reason not to. I appreciate your bringing this to my attention, though.
I think everything else is optional.
Is it true that Captain's Cove is being sued by someone who got hurt in the roller coaster accident?
The part about being sued is true, but I don't think the guy got hurt. I think he's just saying that so he can try to squeeze money out of our insurance company.
When will the insurance company be sending someone out to investigate the roller coaster accident?
Every time I call, I get the same thing. Someone will be out soon. Which is why I'd really like you to take a look, Nancy. No telling when they'll get around to it.
I'll be in touch.
I'll be waiting.
Yeah, seriously, that's the same thing which happens with my bank. It's like, guys, can I open an account? And they're like, oh, we'll get to it soon. Ugh. Seriously? So how much is he suing? He is suing for $1 million. So how is he going to be a multi-millionaire if he's only suing for $1 million? Does he already have $1 million? He must already have $1 million. Let's call Lance again. I kind of like that.
Sorry, sports fans. I'm down at the courthouse right now, seeking fair compensation for my grievous neck injuries. Leave a message at the beep, and if I'm not in too much pain, I'll give you a call back.
What am I doing? I don't have anything to say to him.
Oh, what am I doing? Okay, so maybe Tink is going to call us. I hope he is. Seriously, Tink.
This takes an employee access card.
Might as well solve this puzzle then. We are going to put the tissue strips and tape them on.
Something's missing here.
So when the roll starts playing, we will actually be able to hear
I
that.
wonder what goes on this spool.
And we do know that it is number 3, right? Because Miles, the Magnificent Memory Machine, told us so. But how do I find it? It's... Oh well, let's ride the carousel again.
Let's go for a spin on the carousel. By the way, you have 4 fun credits left on your card. Enjoy the ride. Ha-ha. The carousel will be starting in 3 seconds, so hang on tight. And don't forget to try for the brass ring.
Why is there no music? Oh right, I turned it off. Okay.
Here comes the brass ring.
Let's see if I can get it. Now.
Got it.
Yeah! Alright. Alright, let's see if we can get it again. I'm gonna purposely fail this challenge.
Again.
Nancy does a triple flip before falling.
You're in the emergency room?
I fell off the carousel. I was trying to grab the brass ring and reached too far.
You were what?
It's kind of a long story. Uh-oh, I have to hang up now. They want to x-ray my head.
I should probably come down there and have my head examined too. What was I thinking, asking you to play detective? Well, I know what I'm thinking now. You're off the case.
Oh, don't be such a sorehead, Paula.
The carousel will be starting in 3 seconds, so hang on tight. And don't forget to try for the brass ring.
This is so boring without the music.
Oops.
Missed Nancy.
Here it comes again.
What? No! Oh.
You're in the emergency room?
I fell off the carousel. I was trying to grab the brass ring and reached too far.
You were what?
It's kind of a long story. Uh-oh, I have to hang up now. They want to x-ray my head.
I should probably come down there and have my head examined too. What was I thinking, asking you to play detective? Well, I know what I'm thinking now. You're off the case.
The carousel will be starting in 3 seconds, so hang on tight. And don't forget to try for the brass ring.
So this is one of the ones where, I mean, this is a carousel where there's only one brass ring. I'm used to the one in, the Santa Cruz Beach Boardwalk. They have, like,
Shoot.
50 different brass rings in the dispenser, so pretty much everybody will be able to grab 1 or 2 brass rings. And then you get to throw the brass ring at a target.
Once again.
What is... Okay, I don't like this game anymore.
You're in the emergency room?
I
fell off
do
the
not like
carousel.
this game
I was
anymore.
trying to grab the brass ring and reached too far.
You were what?
It's kind of a long story. Uh-oh, I have to hang up now. They want to x-ray my head.
I should probably come down there and have my head examined too. What was I thinking, asking you to play detective? Well, I know what I'm thinking now. You're off the case.
Nancy should sue for $1 million.
The carousel will be starting in 3 seconds, so hang on tight. And don't forget to try for the brass ring.
Okay, apparently my failure count is at 7. Nope, make that 8. Thank you, David, for keeping track of my failures.
Here comes the brass ring. Oops.
Gosh, keeping track of all of my failures.
Here it comes comes again.
This is not funny. This is not funny. Ugh.
You're in the emergency room?
I fell off the carousel. I was trying to grab the brass ring and reached too far.
You were what?
This
It's kind of a long story.
This is not funny.
I have to hang up now. They want to x-ray my head.
I should probably come down there and have my head examined too. What was I thinking, asking you to play detective? Well, I know what I'm thinking now. You're off the case.
Okay, Phil, you're up to 9.
The carousel will be starting. in
Okay, well,
3
there's no
seconds,
music, so
hang on
I will
tight.
sing the song,
Don't forget to try for the brass
for
ring.
you. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. I am.
You're in the emergency room?
I fell off the carousel. I was trying to grab the brass ring and
I don't understand.
What?
It's kind of a long story. Uh-oh, I have to hang up now. They want to x-ray my head.
I should probably come down there and have my head examined too. What was I thinking, asking you to play detective? Well, I know what I'm thinking now. You're off the case.
What? I mean, like, what is the margin for error here? Is the margin for error like half a second? Seriously, Paula, solve the case yourself if you don't want to. You know what? Here's a better idea, Nancy. Just walk over and grab the brass ring.
You're in the emergency room?
I fell off the carousel. I was trying to grab the brass ring and reached too far. It's kind of a long story. Uh-oh, I have to hang up now. They want to x-ray my head.
I should probably come down there and have my head examined too. What was I thinking, asking you to play detective? Well, I know what I'm thinking now. You're off the case.
The carousel will be starting in 3 seconds, so hang on tight. And don't forget to try for the brass ring.
You do have to get the brass ring in order to beat the game. This is not just me wasting time being dumb. Okay.
Here comes the brass ring.
What if I... Now. Okay, people are saying if I aim my mouse higher, maybe that will work. Could be.
Here comes again.
Now. What? No! Oh, no.
You're in the emergency
No,
room?
no, no,
I fell off
no,
the carousel.
no.
I was trying to grab the brass ring and reached too far.
You were what?
It's kind of a long story. Uh-oh, I have to hang up now. They want to x-ray my head.
I should probably come down there and have my head examined too. What was I thinking, asking you to play detective? Well, I know what I'm thinking now. You're off the case.
The carousel will be starting in 3 seconds, so hang on tight. And don't forget to try for the brass ring.
Here comes the
Okay,
brass
here we
ring.
go. Now.
You're in the emergency room?
I fell off the carousel. I was trying to grab the brass ring and reached too far.
You were what?
It's kind of a long story. Uh-oh, I have to hang up now. They want to x-ray my head.
I should probably come down there and have my head examined too. What was I thinking, asking you to play detective? Well, I know what I'm thinking now. You're off the case.
This is starting to be
Carousel will be starting in 3
embarrassing.
seconds, so hang on tight. And don't forget to try for the brass ring.
Oh man. Okay, fail counter is at 16. Okay, I'll put my cursor
Comes the
here.
brass ring.
How's this?
Gotcha.
Yes! Okay, and I'm no longer clicking. I'm moving my mouse to the bottom of the screen. I'm not trying for the brass ring again.
Here it comes again.
Ha ha. Ha ha. Take that, Paula. You thought I should have my head examined? Well, you were wrong. Ha.
Hey, Nancy, what's up?
I'll see you around.
Sounds good.
Oh. Oh man. Okay, so I have no idea what I'm doing here. Let's go to Ingrid. We can confront her about the information we learned.
Hello, Nancy. Still on the case, I see.
While sneaking... Wow, we can talk to her about everything.
I understand that you know the man who got hurt in that roller coaster accident, Lance Huffington.
I've talked to him. I don't really know him.
What did you talk to him about?
Look, what are you getting at?
I was just wondering if maybe you and he are in cahoots.
Are you suggesting that he and I planned the accident? He gets on the coaster, I shut off the power, he cries whiplash and gives me half of whatever he gets from the lawsuit? Interesting theory. Unfortunately, it's totally wrong. I called him to tell him to rub his neck 3 times a day with witch hazel and lavender. If his neck is really injured, that will cure it. Why are you so eager to accuse me of something?
Because you seem to have a lot of money, far more than the park pays you. I can't help but wonder where it's coming from.
All right. I have been making money on the side, but it's not what you think. I've been helping someone design a roller coaster. I even let him borrow the blueprints for our coaster, so he could study them, not steal them. I kept it secret because it could be construed as conflict of interest. This guy knows I'm taking a risk, so he pays me very well. Now, your turn. It's obvious that you've been nosing around in here. How did you get in?
Someone made a tape of you entering your security code into the keypad outside, which I just happened to see.
Harlan. I knew it bugged him that this place was off limits, but spying on me? That guy's got a real problem. As for you, I'd appreciate it if you would kindly remove your nice and deficient little self from my office. I have work to do.
Okay, so her hair is pulled back really tight. That is true.
Hello, Nancy. How goes it?
How well do you know Elliot Chen?
Not very. But I've noticed he has a very strange aura. Very dark around the edges. Odd for an artist, but then it's nowhere near as dark as Joy's. Her aura's a mess.
I got your soldering gun from Elliot and fixed that card reader. Does he borrow your tools a lot?
Very rarely. He's not exactly a mechanical genius.
I found something underneath the carousel that looks like it might be a remote control device.
Oh, I'd like to see it. Interesting. I looked under there. Wonder how I missed it. May I have this?
Actually, I'd kind of like to keep it.
Suit yourself.
Yeah, it's mine. I'm gonna keep it.
Did you know that the man who carved the carousel horses had a workshop under what's now the haunted house?
How appropriate, considering Kessler's belief in the supernatural and all.
I heard some strange sounds the last time I was in there. They seem to be coming from below.
That's odd. I've been doing a lot of work in there lately, and I haven't heard any strange noises. So either your ears are better than mine, or your imagination is.
Thanks for your help.
You bet.
Okay, I think Harlan is going to get mad at me. Tink!
Yes!
Yes!
Hello. My name is Nancy Drew.
Never heard of you.
Yes, I know. I'm trying to help Ms. Santos figure out what caused the roller coaster accident that shut down Captain's Cove.
So why are you calling me? I run the carousel. I don't know from coasters.
Well, to make a long story short, I need to find out the name of the band organ song that's on the 3rd roll.
What for?
Yeah, that's where the long story comes in.
That's kind of where the long story part comes in.
I haven't got time for long stories. Besides, how do I know you even know Miss Santos?
Okay, to get your number, I had to get the band organ open, right? And to get the band organ open, I had to have an access card. And to get an access card...
You'd have to know Miss Santos. Yeah, I get your point. Problem is, I got no idea what song's on the 3rd roll. Only way you're gonna find out is to play it.
Where is the 3rd roll?
It's in the cabinet in the gear room.
Are all the rolls of music in the cabinet?
That's right. 18, 9, 39. That's a combination. Oh, and one more thing. You're gonna have a problem when you go to load the roll on account of... Holy moly! I either snagged a greyhound mouse or the biggest fish in the Chapleau River is right here on the end of my line. I'm sorry,
Okay, so what was that number again? I just forgot. 18939. I am such a bad rememberer. It's not funny. In my defense, I was distracted. 18939.
Let's see.
Yay.
Miles said the song is on the third roll.
Hold on a second. I'll get to this in a moment. What? No, that does not count as an addition to my epic fail counter. That does not give me an epic fail counter of 17.
This must be it.
Because I got it right on the first try, even though I didn't remember it correctly. So, I call that an epic win. Not a fail. Alright.
The take-up dowel is broken.
Oh! Nancy. She broke the dowel. So now we have to go to Elliot because he has the thingy, the lathe.
All right, break time.
You sure you don't mind?
Are you kidding? As long as you're here, I have a legitimate reason for not working. I don't mind one iota.
I need to make a dowel to replace this broken one from the band organ. Would it be all right if I used your equipment? I won't make a mess, I promise.
Sure. Got a lathe, wooden rods, safety goggles. Knock yourself out. I gotta go run an errand, though, so try not to cut off any appendages until I get back.
So, Elliot is just going to let Nancy... Ooh, so yeah, he's definitely working on something here. It doesn't look like a girlfriend for Miles. There's gonna be a light bulb inside the seahorse. So it looks like it goes from 3 to 11, and with the little thing at 12. That's what the Dow Jones Industrial Average. Horsetails. Right. Okay, so, here.
If Elliot wrote this guy's number down, maybe I should too.
Professor Anton Sukov. It's not a croc, it's a tureen! Ah, of course. Of course.
Wow, 364 feet. That's a lot of wood.
That's a lot of lumber. Wow, he spent like $1,000 on wood? Well, no wonder he has so much wood to spare. Wow, a lathe. So, who wants to see a death sequence? I do. So, I think Nancy dies if you try to use the lathe without putting on the safety goggles.
Oh! You're in the hospital with a piece of wood in your eye?
Several pieces, actually, but the doctors got most of them out. I used Elliot's lathe without wearing eye protection. Never do that again.
Why were you using Elliot's lathe?
I was making a new dowel for the band organ.
I'm beginning to think being cursed is nothing compared to having you around. You're off the case.
Just because I've died like 12 times doesn't make me a menace, okay?
It's all fun and games until somebody loses an eye.
So wait, where was I? I was solving this puzzle. Okay, set it at level 3. You're going to set most of these things to level 3, actually. Level 3. Nobody in the studio audience likes Paula. I don't think even Paula likes Paula. Nobody likes Paula.
Better leave these goggles here.
Wasn't I supposed to find something somewhere? I was supposed to find the pair of pliers that Elliot borrowed somewhere. And where did Elliot go? He just left me all alone and unsupervised. Ooh.
It's locked.
Oh no! And that's the door to the secret underground lair. Which sounds kind of creepy and ominous now. What am I doing? Right, the carousel. Are you ready for the most amazing puzzle solution of all time? What you want to do is put the dowel on the dowel taker and then put the roll on top of it. That way, we can actually play the roll. Okay, wait.
Turn this off.
No, leave it on forever, Nancy. Leave it on forever. Let's not leave it on forever. Okay, let's call the Hardy... No, let's not call the Hardy Boys. Let's, go back to Joy.
Please report immediately to the security office, and by immediately, I mean don't even think about doing anything else.
Oh, Harlan is mad.
I just got off the phone with Miss Santos. Where do you get off telling her I'm some kind of jewel-thieving peeping Tom?
You were spying on Ingrid, and whoa, hey, take a look at those security cameras behind him. You can kind of see a roller coaster. Looks like there's an outdoor roller coaster. So where is that?
She called you?
Of course she called. She hired me because she thought I deserved a second chance. She wanted to make sure I hadn't betrayed her trust, which I hadn't, by the way.
It's just that when I found out you'd been spying on some of your co-workers...
I wasn't spying on them. I really think that to do my job right, I should be able to go anywhere in the park. You know, in case of emergencies. Okay, so maybe I'm trying a little too hard. Maybe people's entry codes should be off limits. It's just that this job means everything to me. I don't want to screw it up.
I guess I was a little overzealous, too. I'm really sorry. I'll see you around.
Sorry,
I don't feel like talking right now. My back's kind of sore, probably because somebody just got done stabbing me there.
Oh, snap.
Sorry, I don't feel like talking right now. My back's kind of sore, probably because somebody just got done stabbing me there.
Hey, you know, Paula Santos, she wanted me to see if you was trustworthy, and you ain't trustworthy. I'm sorry. I don't think Nancy is to blame for telling Paula that Harlan is spying on other people.
Any luck?
I think we're all set. I know the tune, and I've got a harmonica.
Play it for Miles and see what happens.
My oral sensors are ready. Suck it to me.
Oral sensors? You mean your pipes? Do.
Close, but no cigar.
What? That was perfect.
Let me try again.
Hooray!
I remember that song. I did ride the carousel over and over and over. Always the same horse. Always the same black horse.
You loved the carousel, and you loved one horse in particular. It was not the lead horse, and it was not spectacular, but you loved it, Joy. What was its name?
I can't remember.
Is the name important?
I am not programmed to continue unless and until you remember the name of that horse. You loved it so much that your mother bought it for you.
She was the one who bought the horse off the carousel? Then I know the name. Glory.
Glory. That's right. Glory. My mother gave him to me for my birthday. My 4th birthday. She died in a car accident that very night.
How awful. No wonder you forgot how much you loved the carousel. It would have reminded you of your mother.
I hated the park after my mother died. I hated the carousel. And I hated that horse. I blamed it for what happened to my mother. I had my father destroy it.
But your father did not destroy it. Instead, he stored it. He hoped that someday, with the help of Miles, the magnificent memory machine, you would come to terms with your past. And because that is what you are doing, here is the third and final riddle. Ask Tink for the book you and I used to read about Kessler and Amelia So Kind. Give her nickname a spin on spook number 10. Then the brass prize arrange on its forearm so strange. And something long lost and cherished you'll find.
Tink's the guy who runs the carousel. Let's give him a call. I've got his number.
No. Nancy, I did something terrible. I turned the power off to the roller coaster and caused the accident that shut down the park. I blamed Miss Santos for my father's death, just like I blamed that horse for what happened to my mother. I feel horrible. Keep going without me, Nancy. I have to go see Miss Santos and apologize. Thanks, Nancy.
You're welcome.
Thanks, Nancy.
So, we've solved the mystery of who set off the roller coaster. It was Joy. Joy set it off. Craziness. Hey, Harlan.
Sorry, I don't feel like talking right now. My back's kind of sore, probably because somebody just got done stabbing me there.
Ow, 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 ow. Oh, Miles. Miles the magnificent memory machine. So wait, actually, I think we can actually solve the puzzle right now. This should be the end of the game, so let's just call everybody. I want to call the Hardy Boys again.
Hello?
Hey, Joe, it's Nancy.
Frank, phone, it's Nancy. How's it going?
Well, I haven't solved the case yet.
Great. No, what a shame. Hi, Nancy. What's up?
Has either of you ever heard of a guy named Rolf Kessler?
Rolf Kessler. The name is kind of familiar. Give me a minute. It'll come to me. Don't let him fool you, Nance. He's sitting at his computer madly typing Rolf Kessler into a search engine. Rolf Kessler carved carousel horses in the early part of the 20th century. Very eccentric. Said if anyone separated his horses once they were part of a carousel, bad luck would follow. Let me guess. That's who carved the carousel at Captain's Cove.
Yep, and I found a door in the haunted house that may lead to his old workshop.
What do you mean, may lead? You haven't opened it yet?
The door's locked. I need a key.
Whoever's responsible for these carousel hauntings obviously knew something about Kessler. Find that person, and you'll find the key to everything.
Any suggestions as to my next move?
Maybe Paula has what it takes to open that door you found in the haunted house.
Really?
I better get going.
Bye, Nancy. See you around the campus.
See, what we're supposed to do is get a phone call from Harlan. But Harlan is busy. He's throwing like a little hissy fit right now.
Hello, Nancy. How goes it?
I discovered a hidden door in the haunted house.
Is that right?
I was hoping you might know what's behind it.
It's obvious you don't put much stock in curses. But a word to the wise, there really do exist some doors that no one should open. I'd be very careful if I were you.
Thanks for your help.
No big deal.
No biggie. No biggie. Okay. I like this game. This game is more fun than a barrel of monkeys.
Will Nancy Drew
There we
please
go.
report to the security office?
So apparently we need to talk to Ingrid in order to get Harlan to talk to us.
I stepped out for a second, and when I came back, somebody'd left this envelope on my desk. Looks like it's for you. Got your name on it anyway.
There's nothing inside but a key. Maybe it opens that door in the haunted house.
Here, let me toss that envelope for you. I want to apologize for jumping all over you like that before. The more I thought about it, the more I realized that I would have done just what you did. No hard feelings?
No hard feelings.
Hey, Nancy, what's up?
Kessler used to have a workshop under what's now the haunted house. Have you ever been down there?
I didn't even know there was a down there.
Okay.
So you don't know anything about the hidden door in the room that has the old radiator in it?
Sure don't. Never heard any of the other guards say anything about it either.
I'll see you around.
Knock 'em dead.
So I've been playing for about 2 hours. You know, it's time to wrap this thing up. So let's wrap this thing up the way it should be wrapped up. Oh, right. We need to figure out what the nickname is. So we're supposed to call Tink, but Tink doesn't know the answer. Antov actually knows the answer. So we're calling Antov.
Zukov.
My name is Nancy Drew. I saw the article you wrote about Rolf Kessler in the Collector's Hot Sheet magazine.
That was several months back, but go on.
Well, seeing as you're pretty much an expert on Kessler as well as carousels, I was hoping you could answer a question for me.
I'd be delighted.
Would you happen to know the nickname Rolf Kessler gave his wife, Amelia?
Of course I do. At least, I thought I did. It was an Austrian term of endearment, rather common. Oh, come on, Anton, think. Spazi. That was it. Spazi. S-P-A-T-Z-I. He always called her Spazi.
Thanks for all the info.
Glad to help.
So where is my thing?
Looks like it's been red tagged. Oops, no power.
Yeah, I know there's no power.
Better not take the tag until I fix this.
Maybe I need to ask Ingrid for the arm. In any case, now that I have the key thingy, I can actually do this. Maybe this isn't the end of the game. Oh well. We're still in the home stretch.
Kessler's workshop.
Ah, the pliers.
What was that?
Looks like a death sequence if I don't step away. Death. Death to all Nancys.
You were unconscious for how long?
I'm not sure. Whatever fell on my head also fell on my arm and broke my watch.
I can't afford any more accidents, Nancy. And since you seem to be rather accident-prone, well, let's just say you're off the case.
Oh, your spiky heart hurts me.
What was that?
So, somebody might have tried to kill Nancy, or that was an accident. We're not sure. Either way, I guess this is not the end of the game, because now we have to ask Ingrid.
How goes it?
Here's your pliers. I found them in the haunted house behind that hidden door, which led to a booby trap.
I told you mine were missing. Maybe somebody found them and left them by that door on purpose. I don't know. But they prove nothing, I do know that.
There's a dummy in the haunted house that's been red tagged. It's missing an arm. Any chance it'll be up and running again in the near future?
Got the arm right here. Just needed a battery. That's one of the dummies Joy Trent's father created. Probably why the circuitry is so bizarre. It works though, so just reattach it. You'll need pliers.
Alright, I have pliers, I just got them.
Oh, and don't forget to take the red tag back to Spy Master Bishop.
Thanks for your help.
You bet.
So, first time I think Nancy has died by pufferfish. Here.
It's locked.
And we keep getting closer and closer to the end of the game, but we're still not there. Endgame sequence is going to be next time.
That looks tight enough.
Yeah, it's totally tight, Nancy. Okay, so, red tag. Kind of wish we could go on the haunted house ride. That would be cool. Like,
Hey, Nancy,
it would be
what's up?
all haunted and stuff.
Could you please turn the juice back on to the dummy in the haunted house that Ingrid was fixing? Here's the tag.
You've really got the system down, don't you? I'll just flip the switch and you'll be good to go.
I'll see you around.
Have fun.
Okay, finally, end game sequence. Should I call somebody before the end of the game? Don't want to call the police. Don't really need to call Bess and George or the Hardy Boys. Let's just wrap things up. We've been going on for long enough. Ooh, man, this is so cool. Like, this would be cool. So, like, you go through these doors here, and you ride through the room. And when you ride through the room, you see this creepy guy, which probably moves and does things. Spotsy. No. Look at this, Nancy. Look at this. You put the brass ring there. Oh, Joy, this is it. This is where her father wanted her to go. Her father wanted her to find Glory. Those stairs don't look safe.
These stairs sure don't feel very safe.
And Clumsy Nancy. Clumsy Nancy accidentally discovers the key to the entire mystery.
Oh my gosh, these must be jewels from that jewel heist.
Actually, wait a minute. This is a different mystery.
I should probably take these with me.
This has nothing to do with the mystery of the haunted carousel. This has to do with the mystery of the jewel heist. Nice.
A letter. Joy's father must have left it for her. My dearest Joy, I hope Miles and his riddles have helped you remember how much you adored this horse and how dearly you loved the woman who gave it to you. I found this picture of her years ago, but I didn't want to give it to you until I knew you were ready. She loved you more than anything, Joy. We both did. Dad. P.S. If you want to see where Glory was carved, look for Kessler's symbol on the wall. I could never spend a lot of time in there. Very strange vibes. That must be Joy's mother. She was beautiful.
Okay. I mean, she looks nice. Nancy, there's a necklace. Get the necklace, Nancy. No, she doesn't get the necklace. Okay.
So this was Kessler's workshop.
Wow.
I'll bet that's the carousel horse that was stolen.
Yeah, now we're solving the mystery of the haunted carousel. Who stole the carousel horse? Who is trying to make it seem like these things are worth a lot of money?
Reproductions, or should I say forgeries?
Clearly, somebody stole it and is faking the hauntings to drive up the price. Making lots of forgeries. And selling things. Dark horse. Okay. But who would do such a thing? Who would make artistic forgeries? Ooh, does Nancy's cell phone work down here?
My phone doesn't work. I can't get a signal down here.
Ah, clever of them to make sure the phone doesn't work here. Otherwise, she could call somebody.
Nancy. What have you done?
It's what you've done. You stole the horse, you fabricated the whole haunted carousel thing to increase its value, and now you're making not just one forgery, but several.
You think?
You let everyone believe you were just a hopeless procrastinator. But this is the real reason you're behind in your work, isn't it?
Right on all counts. Unfortunately, you're not going to get to tell anyone else. Ever.
No, wait. Look what I have. They're diamonds. Real diamonds. Someone stole them 23 years ago and stashed them in the park.
Well, little icing on the cake.
So, you know, I might as well have Nancy die. I've had her die so many times already. Let's have her die here.
But if you think I'm letting you have them, you're nuts.
You're toast now, Nancy.
and he basically chokes Nancy to death. Yeah.
Nancy,
So that is a creepy ending. It's a close-up of his face. I don't know if he's actually choking Nancy or if he was just getting uncomfortably close to her, but it's still very creepy and a very creepy ending.
You let everyone believe you were just a hopeless procrastinator. But this is the real reason you're behind in your work, isn't it?
Right on all counts. Unfortunately, you're not going to get to tell anyone else. Ever.
No, wait. Look what I have. They're diamonds. Real diamonds. Someone stole them 23 years ago and stashed them in the park.
Well, well, little icing on the cake.
So Nancy gets an email about this. If you pay attention to Nancy's email, you will get the clue which says, hey, throw this at his face. His big, ugly face.
That's right. You want him? Here.
Ouch! Hey!
I've got to get out of here.
Wait, there was no bracelet in those jewels. I see those jewels. They're in Nancy's inventory. Oh well, escape time. And, wait, what?
I'm trapped. I've got to get out of here.
I've got you, Nancy. You're cornered. You might as well give up.
Okay, so two things. Number one, how did he operate the door from all the way over there? And number two, apparently, you know, that area behind the stairs is connected to, the hidden workshop. So maybe the culprit did drop the thing on top of Nancy on purpose, the blowfish.
End of the road, detective.
Oh, that is so creepy. So creepy. Yeah. Apparently he dropped the pufferfish on purpose. Poor Mr. Puff.
I'm trapped. I've got to get out of here.
I've got you, Nancy. You're cornered. You might as well give up.
So, take this off.
Soon as I get out of here, I'm going to call the police, Elliot. So don't bother making plans for tonight. For the next 10 years. Dear Ned, after trapping Elliot, I managed to pry the exit open and had Harlan call the police. Elliot admitted to stealing the Carousel horse and planting the remote control device. He knew that publicity from the hauntings would increase the value of his forgeries. Needless to say, he's gone back to not liking me. Harlan, on the other hand, adores me now, because not only did he share the credit for busting Elliot, but his sudden fame brought him 3 job offers. He's staying on at Captain's Cove out of loyalty to Paula, but he's happy knowing that being an ex-con will probably never be an issue for him again. As for Ingrid, she promptly attributed Elliot's bad behavior to a deficiency in some mineral I couldn't pronounce. And Joy, when I gave her the picture of her mother, she started smiling and has yet to stop. Inventing Miles was the best thing her late father could have done for her. In fact, when I went to the park to say goodbye just now, she wasn't in her office. She was riding the carousel. Ever yours, Nancy.
Alright, so we defeated the evil Elliot, who for some reason just stood in place behind the screen forever. Like craziness, Elliot. And I get Puzzle Master. Puzzle Master. I'm a Puzzle Master. Yay! The end? Don't tell me there's another game in the series.
I can't come to the phone right now, so please leave a message.
Hi, Beth. Hi, George. Well, thanks to you guys, I'm leaving here and flying directly to the Pacific Northwest for some much-needed R&R. George, I just got off the phone with that marine biologist friend of yours. She insisted I stay with her, and she even said she'd take me whale watching on the tour boat she owns. Anyway, thanks for arranging this little vacation, you two. 1 whole week of peace, quiet, and sitting around doing nothing. This is gonna be awesome. Bye.
Nancy Drew on a quiet vacation? As if. Nancy Drew, danger on Deception Island. Coming soon. So these are the credits. These are the ending credits. Thank you for watching, everybody. Everybody in the studio audience is surprised I did not get the award for dying. Well, I did not get the award for dying a lot because I barely died at all, right? Well, Carousel music. I like it. It's good music. So the failure counter is 3 for the failure, no, 3 for the win counter, 20 for the failure counter. Lonnie Minella as Nancy Drew, Laurie Jurger as Joy Trent, Gary Hoffman as Elliot, Jonah Von Spreken did 4 different voices, Kathleen Howe did Ingrid, Curie Healy, you might remember her as Professor Hotchkiss, I believe, did Paula Santos, Alyssa Murray as Bess Marvin, Marie Nelson, we're not gonna see her again, sorry, but she did George 5 times in a row. The old Hardy Boys, actually. Eventually, what do you call it? Jonah Von Spreken, the guy who did 4 voices, is going to replace one of the Hardy Boys. He's going to take over as one of the Hardy Boys in the series. And copyright 2003 by Rad Game Tools Inc., developed by Her Interactive. So, thank you for watching, everybody. This has been Nancy Drew, The Haunted Carousel, game number 8 in the Nancy Drew series.